oh, I've only got one quote from a builder and it's a bit expensive than what I thought, and yeah, I should speak to others, but then I've reached out to 4 or 5 of them and then they didn't reply.
Shut up.
Look, I'm here to tell you how it is and to tell you to work hard. I have some mentees, I have some people who come up to me and say, Ted, I've got one quote, and I've reached out to a few others and no one's replied, and yeah, I'm just sort of struggling, and I've got one quote and it's way over, or it's it's way under. It's really weird.
You got one quote. You got one quote.
Right. You're not struggling, yeah? You are not struggling. If I show you my spreadsheet, right, from my last flip, which was in a new area for me, it was in Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, is local to me. I have 98 builders or trades or, that I reached out to. And I probably heard back from less than 30. And then I whittled it down to sort of maybe 15 kind of conversations or serious, okay, this could go somewhere. And then it whittled down to 5 or 6 different tradespeople working on it. It's almost 100 people that I reached out to. That was a struggle, and even it didn't even feel like a struggle, it just felt normal. So when you're working with builders, when you are working with tradespeople, and even with solicitors, even with brokers, even with, I do have a team, you can go here and you can find them, you need to get multiple quotes, because even when you're shopping around for kitchens, for tiles, you always get multiple quotes, so you can see, well, why are they charging more? Why are they charging less? What's the difference in the price, difference in the perceived service, their reviews, their profile, their timeframes, whatever. You can't just speak to a couple and get one quote and that be the end all be all. If you're not getting, I say, especially when it comes to builders, 5 quotes, but 3 is probably, everyone loves the number 3. If you're not getting 3 quotes, you ain't working hard enough. Yeah, that is the truth, because you have to be able to compare between different people. And you also have to go through the experience of speaking to people, them turning up, and never getting back to you, or just never getting back to you, or being overly booked up, and understanding that. Of course, if you're doing my e-learning, you know how to price up a refurb, you know what you're doing, but material prices change all the time. Builders, it varies so much between builders, between brokers, between solicitors. Some central London solicitor may charge 4 grand for this, but one in Essex might charge 2 grand. And it could simply be, they won't tell you this, the cost of the office, cost of the staff, right? Because of course, businesses in certain areas, businesses running a certain way, have more costs, therefore you pay more. So you need to be getting multiple quotes to understand this. Now also, what if you've priced it up wrong? What if you have underpriced it or overpriced it? And this is a deal that obviously hangs on the refurb like a lot of deals do. You need to get these quotes. You also kind of get a feel for builders when you're getting them on site, when you're getting these quotes, and when you see the numbers of how they like to operate, how they price things versus each other, and also online. If they're saying, yeah, we go to Juicelands and we get this, what markup are they putting on it? Markup's fine, as long as it's communicated. Builders communicating, that's a good one. And this, look, we can apply this principle to viewings. You've done 10 viewings, put a couple offers in, nothing accepted. Don't talk to me. You ain't done shit. This is the beginning. Get to 40 and have no offers accepted, and then we can look at you're struggling, you're not doing something right. Because there's always an activation energy. I've spoken about it earlier, like with enzymes in your body. Got to go over that hump to then keep going. It's like when you start an engine up, it has to ignite of a certain temperature, of a certain level, a certain air to fuel ratio in a combustion engine, not Tesla, for it to actually start up. If you to get out of bed, your legs have to move. It's the same thing. There's always that activation energy. There's always that, it's too early to analyze yourself. It's too early to, do stuff. So when you're speaking to builders, get at least 3 quotes. I promise you, it will make life a lot easier. And also, you might get 3 and they're all crap. They're all way out. They're all like, yeah, it'll cost you 200 grand for that love. And then, yeah, give me a cup until you die and we'll be done. Oh, David, So it's so important you get multiple quotes, and it's also important you don't lose your faith, too early on in this process or in the process of doing viewings, because it is hard, you think, oh, I've called all these people, I've been on all these viewings, these emails, all these offers, all these bloody spreadsheets, and we're not getting anywhere, but you are. Because that in itself, you feeling that is you getting somewhere, because you're active, you're doing stuff. Whereas if you're sitting there saying, yeah, I might do it, but yeah, viewings, oh no, done none yet. I've been learning property for 4 years now. Listen, that's just the excuse, it's bullshit. You're lying to yourself, you're lying to me, you're only hurting yourself. But if you're watching this channel, the chances are you're probably doing something, because I know a lot of you message me, leave some comments, people, and I know that you're doing stuff, or you come to my events, and I see that. So keep going, don't be put off. Minimum of 3 quotes with a proper explanation as to why and a breakdown of costs, which, for builders, solicitors is usually straightforward to give from their end, not always straightforward to take. but minimum of 3 quotes and you're good to go.